Hello guys, Bruce here. How can I see the ban bill on TikTok? I believe US government and US Congress did the right thing, and I also believe the CEO of TikTok, Mr. Joe, did the right thing. But I have to say that both parties have no choice. Both parties have to make such decision and action to protect both parties' interests. Interest is a thing. Okay? CEO of TikTok posting a video urging American TikTok users and American business owners to go to the street to say their stories. So as evidences to the U.S. government, U.S. Congress, and try to persuade American senators or American Congress, yes, to change the mind, to change the decision, and vice versa, This is a war between American government. This is a war between American government and Chinese government. Okay? I believe CEO of TikTok did the right thing, as well as U.S. Congress did the right thing. Because each party has its own responsibility. Each party has its own different angle and position to make such a decision. Yeah. So firstly, U.S. Congress voting on a ban bill to TikTok, and also having a conversation, discuss whether social media platform like Meta, Snapchat, even TikTok have potential threaten to the American people privacy, even children's rights. Okay. U.S. Congress did the right thing, because as a government, they have the responsibility to monitor every largest corporate that has potential threaten to the American people, to the American privacy, even some illegal actions or underground business. As a government, every government has to do such a thing, no matter American government, even Chinese government. And also, let us talk about Chinese government. Chinese government, no doubt, it's the truth. The Chinese government, CCP, is eliminating every religions in China. No matter Uyghurs in Tibet, or even Hong Kong regime, or even Buddhism, Taoism, Buddha monks in China. Of course. And the political situation in China, environment in China is more complicated, sophisticated than any other countries. Okay? And the Chinese government, Communist Party, has been ruling China for almost 8 decades, 80 years. Okay? It's not a regime that established for 100 years like America. America government has established for almost 300 years. Yes, Chinese people. So why the Chinese government made such a decision by controlling, manipulating most of largest corporate in China, even penetrating their power into almost Chinese government-owned business, even personal owned business in China. Why the Chinese government made such a decision? Because due to the Chinese environment and Chinese situation, over the past 1,000 years, traditional Chinese ideology, Chinese ancestors brainwashed their descendants. Okay? This is the thing. Here is a thing that here in the US, American emphasize independent. Okay? But in China, we Chinese people emphasize coherent. We emphasize coherent and cooperation with each other. Another thing is the relationships between people. Yeah, relationships within Americans here is that you can treat your parents as a friend. But here in China, we have to treat our parents as a god. This is the differentiation. Okay? And American more open-minded, straightforward, independent. And we Chinese, whenever we do something, we have to relate this kind of thing as a moral issue. Yes, as a moral issue. Yes, I know there are a little bit of moral issue here in the United States, but it's not extremely dangerous, serious as we have in China. Okay, whenever we Chinese do something, we relate this kind of issue as a moral issue. As a moral issue. And another thing, yes, and I believe also US and China have something in common in the largest corporate. So firstly, the scarce resources on the planet in both US and China are being controlled by the previous former business owner, like Bill Gates, like Steve Jobs, because Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and the other business owner in China, like Mr. Jack Ma, Mr. Lee, Robin Lee, the founder and CEO of Baidu. Yes, as we can see, only less people can get scarce resources. Only less people who were born in advance previously can have the access.
前方2英里，靠左行驶，朝 Riverside 方向，进入 CA 911。
Okay, that is the thing. That is the issue. That is a critical thing to any largest corporate in any country. Okay, let us get things back on track. Because government, because each government structure, government hierarchy in different countries make each government to do such a thing. That's the reason why I say US government did the right thing, American government did the right thing, and Chinese government did the right thing. Everybody did the right thing because their responsibility, because they are working as a certain possession